Good evening everybody. Today let us discuss about the topic levels of organization. Okay, it is coming under the category of basis of classification. First you should know what is the meaning of organization. Okay, the arrangement of smaller components to perform a specific function. Okay, smaller components able to perform a specific function, which means digestive system or circulation or and so on. That is called what? Organization. Actually, animals can be classified into two types. One is unicellular organisms and the other one is multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms means, as you know, it is made up of single cells. Only one single cell present means that is called unicellular organisms. More than 3 cells present means that is called the multicellular organisms. Actually, the multicellular organisms do not exhibit the same pattern of organization. It is differs in different organisms. Based on that, the organization can be classified into 4 types. One is the cellular level of organization, and the second one is tissue level of organization, and the third one is organ level of organization, and the final one is organ system level of organization. Okay, now we have to study the cellular level of organization. The cellular level of organization. The cellular level of organization meant for loose arrangement of cells. So it is meant for what? Loose arrangement of cells. Loose arrangement of cells. And the second thing, the cells united together and perform their specific functions, or the body cavities carried out by the cells. Okay, the body functions carried out by the cells. Carried out by the cells. Okay, here different types of cells are present. Okay, these different types of cells are functionally isolated. Hence, the system of labor or the division of labor is seen among the cells. Okay, the division of labor is a very important characteristic feature of cellular level of organization. Okay, division of labor. Okay, mostly this type of organization exhibit in metazoans. Okay, metazoans. Example, sponges. Okay, example what? Sponges. Okay, in this type of organization, the nerve cells and the sensory cells are absent. Okay, and the second type of organization is tissue level of organization. Second level what? Tissue level of organization. Okay, here the cells. Okay, cells united together to form what? Tissues. Okay, the cells united together to form tissues. These tissues perform a specific functions. Okay, these tissues perform a specific functions. Okay, but in this type of organization, the nerve cells and the sensory cells are present. Okay, nerve cells and the sensory cells are present. Here also the division of labor is present. Okay, what is the meaning of division of labor? Okay, this group of cells or different types of cells functionally isolated. Okay, what is the meaning of division of labor? Different types of cells functionally isolated. Hence, it is called what? Division of labor. Okay, this type of organization exhibited in cylinderates. Okay, example cylinderates. Actually, this type of organization is otherwise called diploplastic organization. Okay, what is the other name? Diploplastic organization. Why it is called diploplastic organization? Because it consists of two layers of germ cells. So, it is called diploplastic organization. Here the cells, the two layers are called ectoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm and endoderm. Okay, ectoderm is the outermost layer. Okay, and the endoderm is the innermost layer. Next, the third level of organization. The third level of organization is called organ level of organization. Okay, organ level of organization. Already know the cells united together to form what? Tissues. Okay. Then all the tissues united together to form organs. Okay, these organs able to perform their specific functions. Okay, for example, digestion, excretion, etc. But here the sensory cells, nerve cells are present here also. But this type of organization is otherwise called diploplastic organization. Okay, diploplastic organization. Why it is called diploplastic organization? Because it consists of three germ layers. So it is called diploplastic organization. Okay, what are the three germ layers are present here? Ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. Okay, it is the outermost layer. It is the innermost layer. Mesoderm is the middle layer. Where it is present? It is present between the ectoderm and endoderm. Okay. And the final one, organ system level of organization. Okay, organ system level of organization. Here what will happen? Here the acid cells united together to form tissues. Tissues united together to form organs. Because all the smaller organs united together to form what? Organ systems. So it is called what? Organ system level of organization. It is coming under the category 4. Okay. It is the fourth category of organization. Actually all the organs, isn't it? Smaller organs united together to form what? Form organ systems. Okay, in our body Actually, totally 11 different types of organ systems are present. 11 types of organ systems are present in our body. For example, digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, reproductive system, skeletal system, and so on. Isn't it? For all the organ systems perform their specific own functions. And not only for this, actually this also called the triploplastic level of organization. Okay, not only this, these organ systems also produce a complexity, a patterns of complexity. Based on that, the digestive system and the circulatory system also divided into two types. Okay, let us see. First one is the digestive system. Okay, the patterns of digestive system can be divided into two types. One is incomplete digestive system and other one is complete digestive system. Okay, incomplete, complete. Okay, what is the meaning of incomplete digestive system? If an organism consists of a small opening outside of the body that serves as both mouth and anus. Okay, that means that is called what? Incomplete digestive system. So it consists of a small opening. That small opening serves as both mouth and anus. Single opening serves as what? Mouth and anus. Okay, so it is called incomplete type of digestive system. Actually, what is the meaning of a complete digestive system? A complex digestive system has two openings. One is the mouth and other one is the anus. That is called what? Complete type of digestive system or complete pattern of digestive system. Two openings. What are they? Mouth and anus. Okay, mouth and anus. Okay, similarly, the circulatory system also divided into two patterns. One is open circulatory system and other one is closed circulatory system. Okay, circulatory system. Okay, two patterns. One is what? Open circulatory system and other one is closed circulatory system. What is the meaning of open circulatory system? The blood is pumped out of the heart. Okay, what is the meaning of open circulatory system? The blood is pumped out of the heart. Okay, blood is pumped out of the heart. Not only that, the blood comes in direct contact with the tissues. Okay, the blood also comes in direct contact with the tissues. Next one is closed circulatory system. What is the meaning of closed circulatory system? The blood is pumped by a heart through blood vessels. Okay, the blood is pumped by a heart through blood vessels. That is called what? Closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system. Here the blood flows through capillaries connected by arteries and veins. Okay, here the blood flows through capillaries connected by arteries and veins. Arteries and veins. Okay. Thank you, students.